We got to get this thing here installed. We got this MSD Super HEI system here. It's going to replace everything up underneath our cap, change our coil out from underneath, above our cap here. We'll change this out to this new cap style here. It's got this coil, got a plug on it. So we'll change that out in here, which cap as well. We're changing everything out. Even the modular up underneath here, we'll do away with everything. This right here, all that comes out and starts running off this new MSD ignition box. So a little bit of wiring. It doesn't seem that bad. I've been going over instructions. This is the one we need. It's the 4-prong one for the GM. So this is our instructions. Like I said, I done went over them, looked over them, watched a couple other videos just to make sure I got it down in my head how it goes. I don't want to mess nothing up. Like I said, first time ever using this MSD ignition stuff. Anyways, we never really run it here. We just had street rods, and then our other drag car didn't have nothing like this. Our Vega, it was very simple car, foot brake, whole 9 yards. But anywho, that's what we're doing. I'm changing everything out from underneath the cap, so that's what I got going on today. So I'll try to keep up with that. Show y'all how I'm hooking it up. I mean, how they say to hook it up, because that's all you can do. So, well, we got the box. We got a coil to put in, the cap and all the wiring. Then we have to make our own wires. So that'll be later on, a little step there. I'm just wanting to get this box in place, but a lot of people will take their box. You'll see them, up there where I have the little fuse or electrical panel at right there. They have it bolted there. I've seen it over here and I've seen it over here, but we're going to put ours in the cab. I don't want it up underneath the hood. I don't want it to get rain, whatever, something happen, blow a radiator hose or whatever. I don't want to spray it with water or none of my electrical stuff. So we're going to go up underneath here, or I can take this dash, this here, the glove box. I'm not really worried about it. Simple. I can do away with the box here, kind of cut it out and keep the door, if it was shut. But anyways, put a little panel right there and mount it there, and that way it'd be right here, I've thought about, or somewhere's down here, I'm not sure. So I'll figure that out. I'll get back with y'all and holler at y'all taters in a bit. Let me get this, see where I want to mount this. Alright, after moving this box around all up underneath here, I would have had to made like a little shelf to make me a nice flat spot underneath the dash here. I didn't, I couldn't come up with me a good spot. Nowhere I could figure out I really wanted to mount it, because I didn't want to screw through and mess up going through there, hitting nothing I already got coming through. So I made me a template. So we're going to go right there. So, I'll figure something like that right there. I can still get to everything. It's not enclosed. It's got big air gaps. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I like that. So I made me a template. I had to go get some metal and from Lowe's, because I didn't have none thick enough. I went and got some of this right here. Shoot, I don't know how thick it is. It felt good to me. So anyways, I did that, come up with my template, and then this is what I come up with now. So it's solid right there. I screwed it in here. I got a bolt right there. You can see it right here. There's a bolt right there I found that I can use. And over here, there's a bolt right here on the back side. Once I get all my plates made, I'm going to screw through the back and then put me a bolt through it right here. So to have 3 spots, it's going to be bolted here, here, and over here. So it's not going to move. Even now, it's solid, and it's got a good ground. So I'll be able to bolt all my grounds up to right there, because it bolts through the, onto the body right here, right in the front. So groovy. Like I said, this is set like this right there. I can still get to everything, because all we got is these right here, these little, where the rev limiters are, easy to get to. And then later on, this will be right here. And then I got all this room right here behind it for when I get the 3-step box. I'll be able to mount it right there. So it gives me all this spot, and I run the wires around that way and the wires around that way, and it'll still be a good clean installation. All right, let me get this mounted and we'll start getting this thing wired up. I'll show y'all how I was making this. Like I said, I got caveman technology. This is what I got. A piece of wood, a couple of clamps. Hold it down, keep it from vibrating, and I got a jigsaw cut metal with. So I have very little metal working tools here. You know, I'm a carpenter by trade, you know, so we got basic, you know, not really basic, we got a little bit more than basic mechanic tools in the shop. Went retarded there, but you know. But we don't have a whole lot of, you know, metal bending. I don't have a brake or none of that stuff here, or, you know, so things we'll have to invest in. But anyways, all right, I'll show y'all how I was doing this. All right, let me get back at it. All right, mine's mounted there. You can see that's good and sturdy. Got it on the rubber boots that it come with in the package there. I got it bolted here. I got one. I don't know if you can see them. Got one right there and one over there. The top right there. That's where. So it's good and sturdy. And I'm gonna go to this spot right here for all my grounds. So it goes straight into the cow. This one right here was a bracket that was hanging down holding the air conditioning box. I just, you know, marked it on the back side when I took it out, drilled it out, and I used the same bolt and just went right back in the same hose. So groovy. All right, let me start getting some of this wiring hooked up. All right, let me catch everybody up where I'm at. I got, this is my main battery line coming into the car all the way from the rear. So I got my main line to it right here, which is the big thick one, straight to the battery. And then this wire right here is the wire that went to my distributor to give it power. So it's straight to my key. And that's where the red wire, the little red wire on the system goes to it. It says either to a thick, heavy red, or sorry about the radio, it's, if I touch it, it won't, the volume goes stupid on it. So, but the, anywho, this is the little red, and it's tied in, like I said, tied into what went to my, hot to my distributor cap on this side. So that's good there. I got my connections here. I made my power there, which is now is what I'm working on. I'm gonna take everything out from underneath the cap and then replace it with this wire here. That way I can get the other harness hooked in. And then I got my ground, of course, you've seen it earlier, which is, I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's right there grounded in through the plate we made and into the body of the car. So yeah, and then this wire here goes to the coil and everything, but we won't get to it tonight. It's getting late out, and so I'm just gonna finish that under the cap and then pick this back up tomorrow. All right, let me finish this bit here. Let's show y'all how this wire runs. These two nuts here, I use those off of the off of my module that holds it down. It screws back into the original hose. They didn't have nothing in the kit. They had these screws here. These Phillips had these, but I wasn't going to run those down in that hole because they're bigger than the screw that's in there, and I didn't want to ruin the threads, you know, because I was going to keep, you know, the original stuff in the car, or keep it with me, you know, take it back and forth to the track. So if this ever fails, I can swap it back out real quick back to the original, you know, modular under there. But if I screw those down in there, they won't, you know, it'll ruin those holes. So I went with those right there. So, you know, that's how that goes in there right there. You know, all this is just to keep it out of the way for when it's spinning in there, it won't catch nothing. So, all right, cool beans. That's where I'm going to stop at right there tonight. It's late. It's about 6 o'clock here, so we'll pick this up tomorrow. I'll holler at y'all taters later. All right, just right quick pop in here. The purple and green wire, where it hooks up, self-explanatory. The green with a green and purple with a white. The fittings only go in one, you know, each one individual. One's big, one's small. But I got mine run here. You run all the way up here. I got it hooked here with a clamp back around down in the cab, and what it comes into here, hooks into the box right there. That's where you make your connection at. So very simple. Like I said, it's very self-explanatory. You can't, you know, hard to mess this up unless you ground something out or short it out. That's really about the only, you know, issue that you have. So yeah, all right, tomorrow we'll finish knocking this out. I got to get the coil set and get all these wires held down and looking good. All right, I'll holler at y'all taters tomorrow. So y'all how to take this cap cart. Super simple. 3 screws right here. Keep up with you. 3 little screws though, because you need to reuse those. But then you got 4 in here, all Phillips that hold it down. I use a pair of needle nose pliers that way I can pull the electric and red and yellow out. This one right here is up underneath here. So when you pull it out, you'll be able to get that one out. Alright, just gonna show y'all what was going on. I'll holler y'all in a bit. So I'll jump in and show y'all. This is the tack wire, which is the gray wire, and the green wire is my tack wire coming out of the tack up here. I left all of it super long. I didn't want to cut none of it. You know, gray wire was plenty of length. Right there is my tack to make it up to the tack. And then the green wire, I just left it all long in case I need to run this green wire back out to the cab. And I didn't want to cut none off of this right here. So I just left it as long as it was. Just made my connection. And it all set right back here in this little panel. Right there in that little pocket. Never see it. I still got this one to tuck up out the way. And we got our coil. I'll run the coil wire and the wire. And sorry about the music. But we got a coil mounted. Right there. It's down out of the way. You went right over the top where the window motor come out. So there's no metal or nothing behind there, see. So lined up just right so it won't, you know, we get a little air all the way around it and never get hot. And there's the wires, which of course orange is hot and then black is negative. Simple. It comes with these little ties that you screw in here in the kit. So, and that's how the cap looks like there. And I think I'm about to get this thing wrapped up. I need to hide that wire, and really that's it. Just hiding wires. That's the complete installation right there. Everything's wired up. Other than cranking it right now, but you can see it's going to take a minute before I can crank it. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. Let me hide that wire and I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Alright, so that's all installed. There's the coil done, wired up. Coming over to there, there's all my hots made right there to the system. This is the hot to my key right here. And then we come in the cab. And then I got all my initial hookups under here, which is my gray wire, which is tucked in here. There's a gray wire that comes off, which goes to your tack. There's a white wire in here right there that we're not using. See how clean that is? Doesn't even hit. I broke one of my latches though, but oh well. It is what it is. But I like that. Looks good. You never know it's there. So, cool beanos. Alright, I gotta work on that hoe, and we'll fire this thing up here in a couple of days and finish the video. Alright, I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll holler at y'all taters later. Alright, the last step in this project here for putting in the MSD ignition stuff is to re-gap your spark plugs. In the instructions, it says to gap them at 50 to 60, and it seems a bit high, but it says it has no problem. Even what I've looked up, it says this system has no problem clearing that gap. Even my dad, you know, he said that's probably a little high. I've read where other people have went 45 and crept up on the 50 to 60 mark where they want, but they said they gapped theirs at 45 and it was perfectly fine. This motor here, you know, it was standard, which was 35 is what I gapped though, so it's only 10 more than what I'm already was running on this engine. So, but that's the last step you got to do. Just make sure you gap your spark plugs. You know, you can go to the 50 or 60, like they say. I'm going to do mine at 45 and creep up on it. So, all right, Let me get busy, and I hope y'all enjoy.